Ho folks, ho Wargamers, Tabletoppers, game modelers. It's Tabletop Lenny again, and I want to show you my newest work, which belongs to the Caribbean themed table. And what you see is something like an outpost in a fantasy stone building. And yeah, here we have some guild riflemen from the game Malifaux, just to give you an impression of scale. And yeah, I also want to show you where you can place your miniatures on this terrain. Even on the chimney there is a spot for a miniature if you want. And yeah, this is an jungle terrain piece in Caribbean style for a Caribbean style pirate game. Perhaps you know Freebooter's Fate, but it's also so generic to play other fantasy or steampunk games. When it comes to science fiction, it's a little bit complicated with a stone building, but yeah, there are also in science fiction settings some rests of old historic buildings and things like that. So it perhaps could also fit in this scenery and these scenarios. But it's more or less dedicated to a fantasy, medieval, Caribbean style setting. Yeah, I got some details like skulls and swords and some weapons, and then you got some vegetation. I do not want to go too far with the vegetation, but because everywhere where you plant vegetation, it's difficult to place a miniature on it. So let's see what we have to say about this object. We got the palm tree, which is replaceable, modular, so it's better for transport and storage. And then you got this viewpoint, this platform, and it's also replaceable. Just have to plug it out, and then you can also work with this building without this platform. But I think it's a reasonable and interesting feature for this building, because it's always good if you have a watchtower or something like this, because you can see your enemies from a distance. Yeah, this is the first of the three terrain pieces that I want to review with you, and for this I just have to set this guild rifleman on a other position, and I come back with one of the two hills which belong to the same project. And yeah, it's a hill which has on one side a wall from big giant stone quarters. It's inspired by some jungle temples which are, I think, Cambodia and something like this, have similar aesthetical landscape formations. And on the other side you have a slope, and on the top position you can place your miniatures and they get some defense. As you can see, there are some broken stone blocks and something like this. And yeah, it's possible to place your miniature nearly everywhere, here and here. And yeah, there's another palm tree on it, and a different sort of palm tree, and make it also modular so you can replace it for storage and shipping. I make this modular. This is an clipped nail, and I drilled a hole in, and I clipped the palm tree from the base, so you can just plug it in. And yeah, this is the first of the. This is a piece of styrofoam. Don't wonder. This is the first of the two hills which belong to the project, and in a moment I will show you the second one. This is the second hill. It's more or less related to the first one. You've got a stone block wall, and then you get some larger rock formation, and on the other side you also get a slope. So it's a very interesting hill, because I do not like hills that are only a slope and there's green on it. I just want to give some flavor to it, so it's also nice to mixture some different terrain and landscape features. You get some better defense position, so it's really hard to shoot on a guy who's sitting up there and trying to sniper around, as you can see here. And yeah, if you like it, it would be great if you forward my content, link, like and share and all the things. And I hope I gave you some inspiration with it. And if you're interested in terrain or gaming tables, check out my blog, tabletoplenny.blogspot.com or .de. Just type in via Google Tabletop Lenny and you'll come to my direction, my web space. And yeah, would be great to hear from you. And otherwise, stay tuned. A lot of things will come. Some historical things and some science fiction things and contemporary gaming tables are also possible in the near future. So stay tuned, Tabletop Lenny. And yeah, have a great day, have a nice life and enjoy building and gaming. See you soon, bye.